Oh, okay. All right, let me think about this. Dave Grohl,
Damn.
Rick Rubin,
Damn.
and Joe Rogan.
Am I allowed to have the same three that you have? Because
Sure.
those are good choices.
Yeah, I'd say those three. Those
And
for some reason that was my knee jerk reaction, but that feels right. I'd say those three.
and why? Just quickly for each one of those, why?
I mean, I just like the way they think, and I like being around creative, ambitious people, right? So, someone like Dave Grohl, I mean, he just has this like dynamic energy. I got to meet him. I got to like shoot the shit with Dave for like 5 minutes at Sony. Him and Taylor, God rest in peace. Uh, and I have that picture in my office too, just me and Dave. That was an amazing experience. And his energy, honestly, when that guy walked in, like there's some people that have like rock star auras. He has that right? He just does. And I just wish I was able to actually really sit down and talk with him much longer. And so that would be great. And I mean, just from going to be a drummer of the greatest band ever to being the lead singer of one of the greatest rock bands, then to actually being a pretty badass director and creating all these awesome documentaries that he's done, and just being an awesome guy throughout it all. Like I think I'd have a good time with him. Rick Rubin is a new one because I saw Rick Rubin in Joe Rogan's podcast. I don't know if you listen to that one or not.
Yep. Yep.
And I just love creatively how he thinks and how he views the world. Um, and he is all about the art, right? And he's done it on his terms and strictly through instinct, and it has worked incredibly well. And I think that's a great reminder of just to be instinctful with what it is that you believe in. Joe Rogan, man, I mean, who wouldn't want to like? I mean, that guy is unbelievable, and he knows a ton. He's super knowledgeable, but he has incredible discipline, and his work ethic, I think, would be contagious. Just being around a guy like that and seeing, especially being in the podcast world and seeing how big his podcast has gone, it motivates you to want to get out there, and especially for guys like us that are in that realm. It definitely motivates me to want to do more. It always bugs me when you see someone that's killing it and they're running marathons and they're doing, and then I'll look at them, I'm like, well, why not? Like, they're not special. They're just working really freaking hard, and they're doing all the right things, and the results are amazing, right? So when I see people doing it, it's like, well, why not me? Like, what are they doing that I don't know? So I'd like to get to know those guys and maybe steal some of their secrets in the process.
Yeah. And for guys like us that have a podcast, Joe Rogan is the pinnacle of what's truly possible in this medium, right? He
Yeah,
signs $100 million deal with Spotify, and rumor has it it's way more than that.
more.
Like that's
Yeah,
just the
that's the rumor.
assumption is what it
Yeah,
was, but everyone else that knows him is like, yeah, it's like 200 or something
yeah,
crazy. Um, so yeah, man, and that would be an amazing interview and an amazing talk with Joe Rogan. And dude,
I
his
know.
his podcast apparently gets I think it's 2 billion downloads a year. And so
Oh,
he's
wow.
he's the biggest media source on the planet, period. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that's why, if Rick Rubin was on because he has a new book coming out, and um I don't know, they just came on. Anyways, I just watched the newest episode, and it's because they have a documentary that just launched on
Oh, yeah,
Friday.
yeah. Is it
Randall Carlson and Graham
Graham
Hancock.
Hancock? Yeah,
Yeah, so I
yeah.
watched that entire 8 episode series like the day after it came out, just showing that it
I'm watch.
works. Like people go
I'm watching it
on.
right now.
Oh, it's
Same.
so good. Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. Yeah,
Yeah. So Joe Rogan has become the biggest media empire on the planet. And it's like one guy with a microphone and a camera.
yeah.
And he has the biggest reach, and people can go on and actually have real discussions instead of,
I
doing a
know.
20-minute interview and then they edit it to go with their agenda. They make you look bad. Like they take an answer from a different question and put it to this question. And it's
Yeah,
pretty
and that's why
brutal.
you see some of these bigger media companies that try to go after him because you get that big, right? And it's like he's much bigger than a CNN or a Fox News. Like if you actually look at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
So you know he gets hate, but anybody at that level. Oh, I'll throw another guy in there that I'd love to talk to is Chappelle, Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle. I would love to talk to that guy as well too. He's just interesting, and I'm a big fan of comedy, and I think he's on the Mount Rushmore, in my opinion. So, so I'd like to talk to him too. There's so many people, man. We could be here for that's a
You
podcast in itself.
you could
It's
probably get Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle together.
right. Let's kill, and then how
They
about
do a
you
lot
and
of stuff
me? We'll
together.
hop on the Rogan podcast. We'll have the two of them there with us, and boom, like half our list is already taken care
There you go. And I'm sure
of.
that Rick Rubin and Dave Grohl, I'm sure they have a history too. So
Yeah,
uh yeah, we can double down if we have to. But anyways, we'll get to a point where we can get them all individually anyways. But
that's it. That's it.
um I was gonna say, Chappelle is playing Toronto. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, is he?
Chappelle New Year's Day. So if you want to start 2023 off on the right foot, he's
No
gonna
way.
be I think Scotiabank Arena is the Toronto arena, right?
I didn't know
Um,
that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
yeah. So there you go. That's your
Beautiful.
post-wedding gift. I don't know, to yourself. I don't know.
There you
Yeah.
go.